especially the moment they approach 60. Society often frames this age as a decline, a slowing down, a quiet exit from relevance. But in truth, turning 60 is not a sign of weakening. It is a revelation. It exposes the quality of the life a man has built, the systems he has followed, and the discipline he has carried through decades. From a Stoic perspective, time does not diminish a man. Instead, it strips away illusion. What remains is the essence, his presence, his discipline, and his inner strength. A younger man may rely on energy, appearance, or ambition, but a man over 60 relies on something far more powerful: clarity, accumulated wisdom, and the quiet force of experience. Masculinity does not fade with age. It sharpens. It becomes more deliberate, more grounded, and more controlled. This stage of life is not about competing with youth. It is about embodying mastery. It is the point where a man's character speaks louder than his physical power. At 60, a man is no longer defined by how fast he moves, but by how steady he stands. In this video, we explore 7 defining marks of a man over 60 who remains a warrior, not in the physical sense, but in the psychological, philosophical, and strategic sense. These marks reveal a man who has not surrendered to time, but has learned to work with it, a man who survives difficulty without complaint, who continues to build himself, and who moves through life with intention. As you watch, consider this. Has age weakened you, or has it simply revealed the strength you've spent a lifetime forging? Physical strength at 60, discipline, not aesthetics. The human body is an unspoken record of a man's choices, habits, and priorities. Every gesture, stride, and movement conveys more than words ever could. By the time a man reaches 60, his body becomes a mirror of his life. It either reflects surrender to time or a lifetime of intentional effort. Many men fear aging because society equates it with inevitable decline. Yet the truth is that time itself does not weaken a man. It merely exposes what he has allowed, or refused, to cultivate. Most men at 60 appear frail, not because they are naturally weak, but because they accepted weakness as normal. Stopping physical challenge is the single fastest path to accelerated aging. When a man stops climbing stairs, lifting moderate weight, or simply moving with purpose, he begins to surrender not only his body, but his confidence, presence, and identity. Aging is not a passive process, it is the cumulative result of choices. A sedentary lifestyle, even for a few years, compounds into diminished strength, mobility, and resilience. Critical insight. True physical decline is often psychological. Men give up on themselves before the body truly fails. Recognizing that you can still move, lift, and push yourself after 60 is a declaration that you refuse to be defined by age. A man over 60 who has maintained his strength exhibits it in practical, observable ways, walking with a purposeful, confident stride, climbing stairs without hesitation or gasping, lifting moderate weight comfortably and safely, rising from chairs or low surfaces without struggle, carrying groceries, briefcases, or daily loads with control, maintaining balance and coordination during daily movement. These actions are not about aesthetics or impressing others. They are indicators of a disciplined life. Each controlled, deliberate movement is proof that a man remains engaged with life and refuses to let age dictate his limitations. Real-world example. Consider a man at 65 who still takes the stairs at work, carries his own luggage while traveling, or enjoys outdoor activities with friends. These are subtle yet powerful signs that he has cultivated his body as a tool of independence and identity, not vanity. After 60, physical strength becomes symbolic rather than superficial. It represents confidence in every interaction, dignity in posture, movement, and presence, identity rooted in habit and persistence, not appearance. There is a profound difference between having simply lived 60 years and having earned 60 years. One carries the marks of passive survival, the other carries the evidence of deliberate, disciplined effort. Key takeaways. Strong older men do not display their strength through ego or showmanship. Instead, they train differently, intelligently, and consistently. Stay mobile and engaged in daily life. Refuse to surrender their bodies to age. Maintain habits that reinforce their physical and mental sovereignty. Discipline, not natural talent, is the defining factor. It is the reason some men at 60 can move effortlessly while others struggle with simple tasks. Physical strength at this stage is rare. It is earned, respected, and inspiring, not only to younger men observing from afar, but also to peers and loved ones who witness the embodiment of sustained effort. Strength conveys more than fitness. It communicates resilience, perseverance, and a life lived intentionally. A 60-year-old man who refuses to surrender to weakness demonstrates an essential truth. Age cannot define a man who continues to act, move, and engage. Reflective question for the viewer. Ask yourself, am I moving my body? Not just for health, but as an act of self-discipline and self-respect? Every step, lift, and motion can be seen as a small victory over time itself, a tangible proof that the spirit remains strong, regardless of the calendar. In summary, physical strength after 60 is far more than muscle tone. It is a reflection of discipline, presence, and identity. The men who maintain strength at this age are not defined by youth, they are defined by habit, effort, and the refusal to let life's challenges erode their capabilities. This strength is quiet, deliberate, and deeply respected. It is earned, it is rare, and it is a cornerstone of a life lived deliberately. For those entering their 60s, or approaching them, this is a call to action. Engage your body daily. Train intelligently, and never accept weakness as normal. Doing so is not just about health, it is about standing fully alive, with dignity and sovereignty, long after many have surrendered to age. Mental sharpness at 60. A mind that stays dangerous. As men reach their mid-50s to mid-60s, the mind faces a critical crossroads. It can either sharpen, becoming a tool of precision and influence, or it can fade, succumbing to the comfort of routine and mental stagnation. Aging alone does not dull the mind. Mental decline is rarely a natural consequence of age. It is usually the result of choices, habits, and engagement. Men who stop challenging themselves intellectually accelerate their cognitive aging, even if their bodies remain strong. Think about it. A 60-year-old man may have the physique of a warrior. But if his mind has retreated into autopilot, he has lost his greatest strategic advantage. Mental sharpness is the ultimate weapon, a combination of awareness, reasoning, and curiosity that can outlast youth and muscle. Cognitive decline often comes from lack of mental engagement, not the number of candles on the birthday cake. A life of routine, with fewer responsibilities or challenges, reduces mental stimulation. Repetitive days and disengaged thinking can lead to a mind that feels rusty or slow. Conversely, men who stay intellectually active develop mental resilience that complements their physical strength. They learn constantly, seeking new knowledge. They question assumptions rather than accepting received wisdom. They engage in problem solving, creative thinking, and strategic planning. Curiosity acts as a fountain of cognitive youth. Losing it is akin to letting the brain wrinkle. Curiosity keeps the mind alert, adaptive, and ready to respond to subtle changes in the environment. Precision in speech. Words are deliberate, carefully chosen, and impactful. Clarity and focus. The ability to concentrate on the task at hand. Undistracted. Awareness of patterns, intentions, and subtle cues in social or professional contexts. Mastery beyond mere experience. Intellectual skill cultivated over decades surpasses simple age. Memory issues often stem from lack of attention, not age itself. Mentally sharp men recall key details effortlessly. Practice mental exercises regularly, puzzles, reading, strategic games. Remain socially and intellectually engaged. Consider this. A 60-year-old with a sharp mind can outmaneuver a 30-year-old with raw energy. Strategy, insight, and foresight often outweigh youthful strength. A disciplined mind produces more than intelligence, it produces calmness, direction, composure, and emotional maturity. Men who maintain mental sharpness approach problems systematically instead of reacting impulsively, exhibit steady emotional control under pressure, make decisions guided by logic, not fleeting impulses, retain a sense of purpose and vision for the future. Mental discipline complements physical strength, turning a 60-year-old man into a formidable presence. It transforms him into someone whose influence extends far beyond muscle. He becomes strategically and emotionally invincible. Imagine a man of 62 who reads every morning, writes notes, engages in stimulating conversations, and challenges his assumptions daily. His friends may marvel at his vigor, but his true advantage lies in mental agility. Or consider a retired professional who volunteers, teaches, or mentors. He is continuously problem-solving and learning, keeping his mind sharp while contributing meaningfully to the world. These examples highlight that mental sharpness is cultivated, not inherited. Every choice to learn, engage, and stay curious is a deliberate act of self-preservation and empowerment. Mental sharpness at 60 is not accidental. It reflects discipline, curiosity, and engagement. Men who retain cognitive edge demonstrate that age is not a prison, it is a platform to amplify experience, wisdom, and strategic thinking. A sharp mind allows a man to navigate life with composure, make decisions with clarity, and maintain influence in every sphere of life. For men approaching or past 60, the message is clear: challenge your mind, cultivate curiosity, and refuse to let age dictate your cognitive abilities. Mental sharpness is the hallmark of a man who refuses to fade. It is a reminder that the most dangerous weapon a man possesses is not his biceps, it is his mind. Disciplined, alert, and unyielding. Balance at 60. The quiet mark of discipline. Balance is more than a physical skill. It is a symbol of lifelong discipline. Unlike luck, which is fleeting and unpredictable, balance is cultivated through years of consistent effort, training, and self-mastery. In men over 60, physical imbalance often mirrors emotional or decision-making instability. The way a man carries himself, navigates space, and maintains composure under pressure speaks volumes about the internal discipline he has developed over decades. Ask yourself, when a man moves confidently through a crowded room or stands firm in a heated conversation, what does that tell you about the strength behind his presence? Balance is not just about avoiding a fall. It reflects the ability to stand strong in every area of life. Men who have maintained balance over time show it through controlled movement, every step and gesture deliberate, fluid, and confident, grounded presence, standing or walking as if anchored, projecting stability, calm, masculine poise, an aura of confidence without arrogance. Achieving such balance is the result of consistent physical training. Stretching and mobility exercises to keep joints and muscles responsive. Strength training to maintain core and limb stability. Regular practice of controlled movements, such as lifting or climbing, to reinforce coordination. Consider this example. A 62-year-old man ascending stairs effortlessly while carrying groceries, or maintaining posture while reaching for something overhead. These are subtle but telling signs that he has refused to surrender his body to age. True balance extends beyond the physical. It manifests in emotional and mental stability. No overreaction to stressful situations. Grounded, rational responses to chaos or conflict. Moral and spiritual uprightness when facing ethical pressure. Discipline over decades produces a mind and spirit that remain resilient and composed, even when circumstances challenge strength and patience. A man who is balanced mentally and emotionally can navigate the world with clarity, fairness, and authority. Think about leaders, mentors, or elders you respect. Their calm presence is not a product of age, but of sustained self-discipline, reflection, and controlled response to life's challenges. Balance is a silent declaration of self-mastery. It communicates that a man refuses to decline, physically, emotionally, or morally. In society, there is a constant whisper: you're too old, too slow, too set in your ways. Disciplined men ignore this narrative. They continue to train, move, and live deliberately, proving that age is not an excuse for instability. Balance becomes a visible marker of earned respect. People instinctively notice those who move and act with poise. They exude confidence without needing to declare it. Achieving balance at 60 is a sign of discipline, consistency, and mastery over oneself. It is cultivated, not inherited, and encompasses the physical, emotional, and moral dimensions of life. A man who has balance, moves with intention and control, responds calmly under pressure, upholds his principles with integrity, refuses to yield to age, circumstance, or external pressure. In essence, balance is the quiet yet unmistakable mark of a disciplined life. It is a statement that the man has trained not only his body, but also his mind and spirit, to stand firm, no matter what life throws at him. The lesson is clear. Balance is more than skill. It is the culmination of a life lived deliberately. A testament to the discipline that allows a man to remain unshakable at 60 and beyond. Laughter at 60. The resilience of an unbroken spirit. Laughter is more than a reaction. It is a powerful indicator of resilience, emotional endurance, and life mastery. In men over 60, laughter reveals a spirit that has faced life's challenges and refused to be broken. Unlike physical strength or mental sharpness, laughter is subtle, yet it speaks volumes. A man stops truly aging when he stops laughing, because laughter reflects vitality, perspective, and a refusal to be consumed by bitterness or regret. Ask yourself, when you meet a man who can laugh in the face of hardship, what does that tell you about the life he has lived, the battles he has fought, and the lessons he has learned? Life hits men hard. Responsibilities accumulate: work, family, societal expectations. Regrets linger over past mistakes or missed opportunities. Loss and grief can weigh heavily, leading many men into emotional stagnation or bitterness. Many men allow these pressures to dull their sense of humor, their ability to find lightness, and ultimately, their emotional vitality. This is why a man who still laughs at 60 is remarkable. He has not been defeated by life. Laughter at this age signifies resilience, the capacity to endure pain, disappointment, and loss without surrendering. Perspective, the ability to see life's challenges as temporary and manageable. Rebellion and joy, choosing to experience pleasure and connection despite life's weight. A man who laughs at 60 retains curiosity and openness to new experiences, maintains inner light that guides his interactions, believes in connection, adventure, and the possibility of joy. For example, imagine a 62-year-old man telling a humorous story from a difficult experience. His laughter is not trivial or childish, but a signal of mastery and emotional survival. Laughter at this age has profound social effects. It makes him magnetic. Children are drawn to him, sensing safety and warmth. It reassures men. His calm confidence provides stability. It comforts women. His joy and composure signal reliability and emotional safety. Laughter after suffering demonstrates maturity, not immaturity. It reflects a mind and spirit that have processed hardship and still choose light over darkness. Contrast this with men who are emotionally disengaged by 45. Many have surrendered to cynicism, regret, or fear. A man who can laugh at 60 shows that emotional aliveness can be preserved, or even strengthened, with age. Laughter is a visible, audible sign of inner vitality. It shows youth of the spirit, stability under pressure, courage to face life with joy, even when the body or world imposes limits. This kind of laughter is a silent declaration: the man has endured, adapted, and chosen life over bitterness. It signals that he is fully engaged, emotionally present, and resilient, a man whose spirit refuses to be broken. A laughing man at 60 is not merely charming, he is emotionally alive, socially magnetic, and spiritually resilient. Laughter becomes a strategic tool of life mastery. It demonstrates the ability to endure and thrive. It inspires trust and admiration. It reflects a deep-seated belief in connection, joy, and possibility. The lesson is clear: to age gracefully and powerfully. Cultivate laughter as a lifelong habit. Protect your joy, maintain your perspective, and let your spirit remain unbroken, radiant, and magnetic, because laughter is not a sign of youth lost. It is the ultimate proof of a life well lived. Brotherhood at 60, the last fortress of a man's spirit. As men age, social circles naturally shrink. Retirement, loss of peers, and drifting relationships can leave men isolated. But isolation is not inevitable, it's a matter of choice and action. Brotherhood, or deep male friendship, becomes the last fortress of a man's spirit, protecting purpose, identity, and mental sharpness even as the years accumulate. Consider this. What defines a man more than his relationships with other men who challenge, sharpen, and support him? These bonds are not casual, they are strategic, vital, and transformative. Many men past 60 experience solitude not by preference, but by circumstance. Friends move away or pass on. Work-related connections fade after retirement. Families become dispersed or busy with their own lives. Without brotherhood, men often decline faster mentally, emotionally, and physically. Loneliness erodes confidence subtly, dulls motivation, and can hollow out the spirit without notice. This is why male companionship at this stage of life is not optional, it is essential. Brotherhood is more than camaraderie, it is purposeful engagement. Men who challenge each other, pushing boundaries and fostering growth. Men who support each other, providing advice, accountability, and perspective. Men who sharpen each other, keeping minds sharp and spirits resilient. Key idea: a few strong, loyal men in a tribe are more valuable than a large, disconnected crowd. Depth matters more than numbers. Brotherhood reinforces character. Strong men follow strong men. By aligning with other high-caliber men, a man anchors himself to purpose, discipline, and mental clarity. Brotherhood at this stage of life provides accountability. Friends hold you to your commitments and goals. Guidance. Trusted advice during moments of uncertainty. Challenge. Constructive friction that prevents complacency. Presence. Consistent connection that reinforces identity and belonging. Example. Imagine a 65-year-old man meeting weekly with a small group of lifelong friends. They discuss life, health, philosophy, and family challenges. Each leaves the gathering mentally sharper, emotionally steadier, and motivated to act. This is not socializing, it is mutual elevation. Brotherhood slows the psychological effects of aging by keeping men mentally, emotionally, and socially engaged. It preserves identity, who they are and what they stand for. Purpose, motivation to continue growing and contributing. Mental sharpness, ongoing dialogue and challenge stimulate thinking. In essence, brotherhood ensures that men evolve rather than simply age, maintaining vitality and resilience long into their 60s, 70s, and beyond. True brotherhood is earned and maintained through effort, consistency, and mutual respect. It is not passive, but an active choice to engage, challenge, and support. Men who cultivate this circle protect their spirit from isolation, depression, and stagnation. They gain a lifelong anchor, a tribe that keeps them sharp, purposeful, and connected. The takeaway: in the later decades of life, the quality of your male friendships is just as important as your health, your mind, and your character. Brotherhood is not a luxury, it is a necessity. The final fortress that ensures a man's spirit remains unbroken, evolving, and truly alive. The rare power of a man over 60. The sum of a life well lived. When we examine men over 60 who retain strength, mental sharpness, balance, laughter, brotherhood, and sovereignty, we encounter something truly rare. These men are not merely surviving, they are thriving. They embody a masculinity that has matured, deepened, and evolved over decades of conscious effort. Ask yourself, how many men do you know who at 60 still move with purpose? Think with clarity, laugh freely, maintain meaningful friendships, and live by their own principles? That combination is extraordinarily uncommon. Aging as evolution, not decline. Aging, for most, is associated with loss of strength, energy, relevance, or influence. But for the disciplined and intentional man, aging becomes a process of refinement. Strength becomes symbolic of discipline and resilience rather than brute force. Mental sharpness is honed through lifelong curiosity and engagement. Balance, physical, emotional, and moral, reflects self-mastery. Laughter signals an unbroken spirit, capable of joy even after hardship. Brotherhood preserves identity, purpose, and a sense of belonging. Sovereignty ensures that he governs his life with integrity and intention. In essence, he evolves rather than deteriorates, demonstrating that age does not define limitation, choices do. The significance of being rare and powerful. A man who embodies all these qualities is powerful in a different sense than youth. His power is quiet, steady, and deeply rooted. Others respect him because he commands presence, not attention. He inspires not through dominance, but through consistency, wisdom, and resilience. His life becomes a template for younger men seeking meaning, discipline, and purpose. The rarity of such a man is part of what makes him magnetic. He is proof that masculinity does not expire, it deepens, strengthens, and matures with time. Masculinity that deepens with age. To summarize, a man over 60 who retains these qualities is a living testament to what is possible when discipline, wisdom, and intentionality guide a lifetime. His spirit remains alive. His body remains capable. His mind remains engaged. This is not a narrative of decline, it is a narrative of mastery, resilience, and legacy. In observing such a man, we are reminded that true masculinity is not measured by fleeting youth or physical prowess alone, but by the depth of character, the courage to face life fully, and the relentless pursuit of growth, even past the age of 60. Takeaway for the viewer: Age does not limit your capacity for strength, clarity, joy, connection, or sovereignty. With deliberate effort, any man can evolve into a version of himself that is rarer, stronger, and more impactful than ever. If this video inspired you to rethink what aging and masculinity can mean, take one step today. Commit to one practice that strengthens your body, mind, or spirit. It could be a workout, a mental exercise, reconnecting with friends, or simply embracing laughter every day. Subscribe to this channel for more insights on how to live a life of purpose and resilience. And share this video with someone who could benefit from seeing that masculinity only deepens with age.